Bend It Like Beckham. David Beckham's documentary just came out on Netflix. So, my name is Lydia Nitya Griffith with Karma Chameleon. This is the channel for BaZi Chinese Astrology, where I often read the charts of famous people and celebrities to better understand our own charts and our own lives. We also cover feng shui and flying stars feng shui. Welcome. And if this is something that speaks to you, that you're interested in, please subscribe, like, follow. So welcome you to this community. So yes, looking at David Beckham's chart and his beautiful wife, Victoria, let's unpack this, all right? So Victoria is born April 17th, 1974, daylight savings time adjustment to 9:07 in the morning. David born May 2nd, which is still the month of April, 1975, daylight savings time adjusted to 5:17 in the morning. Both of these beautiful souls are Yang Earth people, and as Yang Earth, they really are two pillars, two strong people, and you're going to find out in this video why they have stuck it out. One of the hidden pieces in one of their charts, I think, is why this relationship is going to last for a long, long time. All right, so Victoria is born the year of a Yang Wood tiger, the month of Yang Earth dragon, the day of Yang Earth rat, and the hour of Yin fire snake. And right away, I saw that snake in the hour. Now, it's interesting because with daylight savings time, it moves her away from being in a horse hour, which I could see for being like impulsive, passionate, fashion, fire. But it is still fire. This is Yang fire. Yin fire sitting on top of the Yang fire of the snake. This gives her that sex appeal, that sensuality, also an intuitive nature of knowing, of just knowing. I mean, she is a fashion icon. She's always put together. She looks amazing. What style and flair. And the segue from her time with the Spice Girls into fashion really makes sense for someone like her. So when you are hearing her four pillars, you notice there's a lot of her own element, and she is full of herself at 47%, nearly 50% of her own element, and she's got support, about 19% fire, feeding her earthy self. Very weak metal, only 3%. And this is the element that is her motivation to get out of herself. I've talked about this. A lot of celebrities have big, big, big self elements. They can get very lost in that world. And they need that pull, that motivation to be out in the world and to get that energy out in creative endeavors. Interesting that both being a singer and fashion all are about fire. It's all about feeding that mighty big ego or herself. And water is almost balanced at 14%. You really like to see 15%. And wood, as her career, is stable at 17%. I would say this is kind of like a fake follow self. Definitely would want to see earth and metal brought into her life more. And it's also a chart that's too yang, too masculine, and too dry. And I think that's part of her, the way that she comes off when you see her. There's kind of this stoicism, that mountain, that heavy earth energy that's like a wall, like a concrete wall you could think of. And that dryness you know, it's not, you know, she's often seen not smiling, right? And yeah, it is. It's like she really is protecting herself. She's a public figure, but she's also extremely private. And in the way that she carries that, gains her respect. She didn't cave. You know, I'm not going to be this big, shining, sparkly thing for you guys. I am that I am. You know, and that is deserving, certainly, of respect. There's also no flow in her chart, which I found interesting. Like when you move down her hour pillar, there's fire, and then it hits her day pillar, the rat, water, that doesn't flow. Then the rat, water going into her month, which is yang earth, that doesn't flow. The yang earth, branch and stem in the month doesn't flow into her year of yang wood. So it is like there are literally pillars that don't flow into each other. It's very interesting. Now, rat people are very social. They do like to gather people together. They want that audience. And at the same time, they're very focused on making money and being successful. The tiger is kind of this start and stop, inconsistent, very independent, a very different energy. And you're going to see how later in this video, I think that's almost like she's had to abandon some of the qualities of the tiger because it doesn't fit with a lot of her life. I really feel like her chart is so very centered on that day pillar. Interesting that her life pillar is a yang water monkey, which is, the monkey is yang metal. What does she need to be motivated, to be productive and engaged in life and creative? Metal. And when you have a life pillar that is giving you the element or the qualities that you need, I call it like your secret back pocket, like hidden power. And so for her, this is very good fortune. The water in the branch really shows that her closest relationship in her life is with her father and father figures. It also shows a lot of hidden money that's going to come to her from royalties to her music, from all the projects that she's been involved with. She is going to, throughout her life, she will have many sources of revenue. Her daughter is the other person who plays a very strong role in her life. And that yang metal really suggests a life that is creative, that is going to be action oriented. The yang water in this pillar also speaks to somebody who is inherently loved, admired, and adored. Tucked in that is infidelity. And that's all over the news right now as this Netflix documentary has come out about them and all of this stuff is coming out. And, you know, good on them for being raw and authentic in revealing this painful chapter of their marriage and his history. You know, true healing, I feel like true healing is only there for us when we're open and honest and recognize and face the truth so that we can heal. Cider season, friends. So in her chart for her current luck cycle, which is a yin water pig. So we've got yin water sitting on top of yang water. A lot of money coming in right now. A lot of money, a lot of travel, a lot of focus on property. And with that could also include things like fashion, like acquiring things, purchasing things. Oh, and also mentioning this time of her life that started in 2018 and runs till 2028, ages 43 to 52, is also highlighting shifts and changes in her career and what she's working on. All right, so this current luck cycle is bringing in a yin water trio. And again, water as an earth person is going to infuse more revenue, more money. Okay. In her birth chart, the rat and the dragon make water, and her hidden superpower of the monkey creates a full water trio. And again, what is this? Surging in wealth. Pretty cool. Now you might have noticed that tiger year and the snake hour. And yes, the monkey in the life pillar, creating a full punishment that we talked about a lot in 2022, the year of the tiger. So this shows someone who has a propensity for accidents, lawsuits, mishaps, all kinds of almost like hidden penalties, hidden dangers. Now, I don't know this woman's life and I don't know what her full history is. And it's not so much that it is like a curse, like I talked about with Frida Kahlo's chart. It's more like those conditions are there. And I've talked about cracks. I would say this is a pretty big crack, which means that if something could go wrong as far as her health or as far as something legal, like somebody suing her or her suing somebody else for an injustice that was done to her, those things are more likely to happen. Also interesting that the monkey in her life clashes with that tiger in her year. And that's a battle between her career and also her marriage and what she's creating and producing. Meaning there seems to be some tension and conflict, maybe even competition between her career or her marriage and what her creative process is, her ability to create and bring things into the world. Kind of, that's an interesting component. So looking now at this very interesting couple, he is born a yin wood rabbit, the month of yang metal dragon, the day pillar of yang earth monkey, and the hour of yin wood rabbit. So his year and his hour are the same. My first thought, I swear, was two goalposts. You know, it's like it creates that goal. These two pillars of yin wood, like two beautiful flowers standing up there. It's not like these aren't trees. These are flowers. This is a guy that is actually, with even all that, he's balanced with his yin yang. He also has very little flow in his chart. Those two pillars with yin wood, top and bottom, don't blend at all with the rest of his chart, his month and day. Now, you notice he's born on the day of a yang earth monkey. And I think that the longevity of this relationship, the peace that connects them so well, is he is her life. Her life pillar is the monkey. He is the monkey. He is her destiny. I got chills for this one. My legs right now are full of goosebumps. I don't know that I've ever seen this before. I've done so many charts and I'm like, what? It's so crazy. Now, you might be asking, is his, life pillar a rat? No, that would be wild, wouldn't it? His life pillar is yang fire dog, which shows somebody very much about justice, equality, and fairness. This is somebody who is here to learn about himself. He is here, to kind of be a bit rebellious, do things a different way, bend it like Beckham. I mean, really and truly, make it, change the industry, change the conversation. He's here to teach us something, and he's here to inspire generations of people. Most important relationship for him, if they're outside of himself and his peers, his friends, but mostly himself, would be his mother. And this man, you might have noticed there's obviously a lot of wood. He is 50%, maybe closer to like 43, 45% wood. And this wood shows somebody who is strong in career and really strong in the whole concept of responsibility and duty, which comes back to his life pillar of the dog. Responsibility and duty, this is what this guy lives and breathes for. Family, the family of his team, the family that is his family. He is committed. It's very strong. Now, interesting, in her day pillar, in what she's looking for in a marriage is that financial security. What he's looking for is somebody to have fun with, to play with, create with, do projects with. Also to share in the money. Also lots of love. Also a friendship. And hidden in there is the kernel of infidelity. We knew that was coming. And interesting, he's got a lot of things happening in this chart. His rabbit and dragon form a semi-wood trio. Wood, again, reinforcing his strong wood, representing his career. His current luck cycle of a yang fire rat, bringing in a lot of outside resource for him, outside support. Also, could be a time of him going on a spiritual journey. It's a time of making money, just like with Victoria, and travel, wealth. And it is actually a time very focused on his marriage. So when you bring in the current luck cycle of the rat, combined with his monkey self and the month of the dragon, forms a full water trio. That water is surging in money and supporting his career. His the dragon clashes with his life pillar of the dog, and it weakens water, which is already weak, and weakens his fire, which you might have noticed he has no fire. None. He has 0 fire, 28% of his own self element. So this guy isn't full of himself. His focus is all on his career and his duties as a father, as the head of a family, as a husband. That is everything to him. You will notice also that there is a rat-rabbit punishment in this current luck cycle that is exacerbated this year, 2023. It shows strange relationships that turn bad. You think they're okay, and then, oh, whoa. Somebody comes in, shows you a great deal, you sign a contract, next thing you know, your bank account's empty. You hire an accountant that runs away with your fortune. You get involved in a relationship and the person turns on you. So when I was looking at this, rats and monkeys get along great. Their day pillar is awesome. These people, they get each other. Mentally, they are in tune. And the rat and the rabbit, which is so strong in his chart because he's got 2, is very stylish. They're articulate. I mean, it speaks so much to them. But that tiger is out. The tiger clashes hard with the monkey. Yeah. So, it's an interesting thing with couples, especially if you've got some combination of the year and the day working, that's awesome. But if you've got too much conflict, it's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's just not going to work. You can do everything you can to try and adjust yourself, but you literally would be trying to put on a suit that is not meant for you. And in a relationship, ultimately, it should feel organic. It should feel natural. It should feel like coming home. So this is the cool chart of David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. And I really think that that was the coolest thing. He is her destiny. This couple has a long, beautiful life together, and I wish them well. So until next time, friends, be well.